So today I want to talk to you about distractions, and distractions are a part of all our lives. We really can't avoid them, and one of the issues is how we deal with them. It really can be an indicator of our success. So while distractions are often different for each of us, there's some common distractions that tie us all together. And these everyday distractions don't just impact our focus, but they can sap our energy as well. So I want to talk to you about some different distractions that are kind of common, and then some tips related to those. So first of all is social media. So social media has become really part of our lives, and really it isn't all bad, but it is certainly a distraction for many. So just think about how often you check your social media with just plans of just quickly to look at it, then you end up scrolling for hours. And on top of that, it has a way of really making us feel like we aren't living up to our others' expectations. So social media, is really a big distractor in today's world. Another distractor is regrets. Now, how often do you find yourself kind of looking back at something with regret? Do you ever wish you'd made some major decisions differently? Maybe it's something simpler, like a wishes that you had a snappier comeback in your last argument. But really, regardless of the severity, wasting time worrying about the past isn't helping you move forward. Another distraction is grudges. While you may have a good reason, for a grudge you hold, they are still really an energy wasting distraction. A grudge is just engaging your negative thinking. It's really hard to focus when you're too worried about what someone did to you in the past. If they did something truly unforgettable, really the best revenge is just to really move on and forget about them. Another distraction is toxic relationships. There's almost nothing that's more distracting in life than spending time with toxic people. These people not only really try to monopolize your time, but they also make you feel horrible. Now, if you have a one-sided toxic relationship in your life, really you need to consider cutting ties, really so you can focus on your goals. Another distraction is the pursuit of perfection. The idea of perfection is dangerous because really when you're pursuing perfection, you might not feel distracted since you're still working towards something. The problem is you're working towards something that does not exist. That's perfection. This is a really a pointless pursuit, and it's really distracting you from really moving on and focusing on your important goals. So often they say people that are state that I'm a perfectionist, they really mean I'm a procrastinist. So another distraction is the thoughts of others. So why are you so bothered by what other people think? So often we change our behavior because we're worried about what other people will think. Constantly worrying about what other people is really an unbelievable distracting event. So you can't really focus on what you want to do when you're too worried about what random people think. So thinking, worrying about other people is really a distraction. Another distraction is poor boundaries. So if you're not setting proper boundaries with people, you're basically really assurable that you're going to be distracted. So you need to set proper boundaries with people. And if people have no idea of your boundaries, they're going to have no problem infringing on your time. So you really need to learn when and how to say no more often. Another distraction is the promise of tomorrow. So having goals and a plan for the future is a powerful step towards success. However, getting lost in those promises of tomorrow, they really can have an opposite effect. So if you're too focused on the future, you will be distracted from everything that's happening right now. So you plan for the future, but you need to stay in the present. Another distraction is negative thinking. Negative thoughts might be the most toxic distraction of all. So when you're engaged in negative thinking, you're really wasting both time and energy. Negative thinking will distract you from all the positive things happening in your life. If you really catch yourself constantly thinking negative, you really need to find a way to change that. So what are some action steps you can take if you find yourself struggling with the distractions? Well, the first thing you can do is really brainstorm a list of all your distractions. Really just take 15 minutes or so and really create this list of the things that are distracting your life, and really create that list. The next thing I would encourage you to do is really to track your distractions. So you've got your list, but now you probably won't be able to remember all of your distractions. So have a notebook or something, place on your phone or something where you can take some notes and really jot down any other distractions as they happen. Now, from this list you have created, really what you need to do is choose some of the distractions that really are affecting you the most, and then you need to focus and work to develop a plan to overcome them. So we want you to be successful, and we know that everyone's faced with distractions, but there's also things you can do to kind of counterbalance those distractions. So hopefully you'll find some value in this and something that'll help you move forward so you can continue to reach your goals. So if there's anything you need from us, just let us know. Thank you.